Good morning, boys and girls. Our first sound that we are going to learn this week is the qu sound. So to be successful, I will be able to hear the sound qu, write the letter q, and read and write words with the qu sound in it. So the letter is q, but the sound is qu, and the letter q is not always on its own in words. That's why we learn it as the sound qu. This is the story of quiz. So as you can see here, we have some pictures and there is ducks quacking, which is one of our qu words that we are going to learn. And we are also going to learn the action that the little boy is doing to the ducks. He's almost making a beak with his hands to help him remember that quack is one of our qu words. Therefore, we use that to help us remember the qu sound. So as you can see, what you have to do is put both of your hands, clasp them together with your fingers straight out, and you open your hands, keeping your thumbs together, making a little beak. And that is the action that we are going to learn. So I want you to do this action when we sing along with our qu song for this week. Are you ready?
Qu. Quack.
Hands ready.
The duck in the pond quacks, quack, 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 quack. The duck in the pond quacks, quack, 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 all around the pond. Qu.
Very good.
Qu.
The next thing that we have to do when we're learning our sound is practice how we are going to write the letter. So the first thing that we have to do is look at the template that I have for you, and I am going to use my mouse to show you how you would write the letter Q. Now, as I'm doing this, and I'll do it twice for you for practice, I want you to use your finger and put it in the air to do some air writing, and you're going to practice doing that before you use your pencil to write the Q sound, the Q letter on your jotter. So we start here, and at number 1, we are going to go all the way down to this line here, and we're going all the way back up to the top. And then we're following number 2 step, which is a downwards arrow, which means we have to go all the way down to the bottom. And lastly, we do a little flick. Now, one of the most important things that we already know is to always leave a finger space in between our letters so that it looks nice and neat. Now this time, if you didn't do it that time, I want you to do it this time. I want you to get your finger ready and we're going to practice it together. So I'm going to start here in 3, 2, 1. We're going round, down, round, and back up to the top, and all the way down to the bottom. And lastly, can you remember, we do a little flick. And remember, you would put a finger space in just about in the middle of the letters so that it is nice and neat and tidy. Now what we're going to do is we're going to think in our heads just for a few seconds of qu words that we might already know from listening to stories, or we might already have seen them maybe in objects around the classroom, or looking at the pictures at the start of the PowerPoint or in our song. And I want you to think about some qu words and keep them in your head. So the first word that we are going to look at is queen. Now this is a lovely little picture of a queen. Now the qu sound comes at the start of the word here, and it doesn't always come at the start, which can be very tricky for us to identify. We're normally used to seeing the sound at the start of the word. The next word is squid. Now as I was saying, the sound doesn't always come at the start. This time it comes in the middle of the word. Now a squid, if you didn't already know, it's almost like a mini octopus, and it lives in the ocean. And sometimes people eat them for seafood as well. Our next word is the word that we've already learned at the start of the lesson. It's quack, which is the noise that the duck makes, and that is what the little boy was using to remember the sound qu, using the action for a duck quacking. Our next picture is a little boy, and he's running very quickly. So the word that we are going to use to match with this picture is quick, and again the qu sound comes at the start of the word. Now your tasks are in your booklet for today. You have 2 worksheets to do for your qu sound. You also have an activity which is optional that you can do on Education City that has the qu sounding activities, the phonics activities for you to do. If you feel that you need some extra practice at the qu sound and you would like to do some more things or learn about the qu sound a little bit more, you can also watch Geraldine Giraffe's video on YouTube, and they talk all about the qu sound there. Now I've made you a little word list for the week, so you can either use this to practice writing the words, you can make them with your Play-Doh, you could make them with bubbles, you could do anything with it really. There's some ideas on your common words list that you could use this for as well, but it really is just a guide to help you remember some words with qu if you were stuck. So we have queen, squid, quack, quick, quilt, which you might either call a throw or a cover. And lastly, we have quiz, and sometimes you'll be used to hearing this word because we do quizzes at school all the time. The teacher might do a little quiz on a Friday to make sure that you know everything that you have learned for that week. So that is everything that you need to know for now about the qu sound, boys and girls. I hope that was helpful for you. This was Miss Binny's first time doing a video lesson, so if there's anything at all that you would find more helpful or that you might think that I need to add to it, you can give me some feedback, because we're so good in primary 1-2 at giving each other positive feedback to help us all learn, because we are all still learning with the remote learning process as well. If there's any other words that you can think on that I've not put on my list, I would also love to hear from you on Teams, and you can just reply to my daily message about the qu activities. And again, if you need any help or want to ask any questions, I'm only a message away. I hope that was useful, boys and girls, and have a lovely day learning. Bye bye.